Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were waiting for the coronation to happen. Unfortunately, we have been interrupted in our waiting of days by an antiquarian. An older man in dusty traveling clothes waves at you. His face is tanned, but his grey eyes are bright. Commander? Aren't you the commander? Well met. My name is Thanapheus the Antiquarian. I study ancient relics. Perhaps you've heard of me. Though if you haven't, it doesn't matter. An antiquarian, do you sell anything? Thanapheus shrugs. Alas, I don't. They call me the Antiquarian because of my love for ancient items that might otherwise seem mundane and useless. If you understand the principles of archaeology, sometimes even a shard from an old oil lamp is enough to shine a light on the darkness of history. What do you want from me? I'm planning a rather dangerous expedition, and I will need the help of a strong, skilled warrior. Not without recompense, of course. I found an ancient map leading to a certain cave system, a dragon burial ground, but it wasn't merely a place where old dragons came to die. I have a theory that once upon a time, a great battle took place in these caves, and many relics and artifacts were left behind. You're waging a long and difficult war. Help me uncover the secrets of the dragon burial ground, and I'll give you all of my savings. Believe me, I've earned a lot during my years of travel. All I need is for someone to clear the way down into the caves. Who knows what sort of demons inhabit that place now? Fine, I'll help you. That's fine. Splendid. Thanapheus smiles, but the smile doesn't reach his observant grey eyes. I shall immediately head to the cave entrance and await you there. I think I can handle this part of the journey, but as for the dangers that wait down below, I fear I know nothing about them. Yes, you do. You're a liar. He is 100% a liar. A familiar figure clad in black armor appears before you and ceremoniously offers a salute. Greetings, Knight Commander. Yacker and Kel from Paralictor Durange's squad at your service. I'm afraid it's becoming a habit, but once again I bring dire news. He shrugs apologetically. Yacker casts a nervous glance at his superior officer. Paralictor, while you've been following the Knight Commander, much has happened at our outpost. Enough empty chatter, Knight. Give your report. Although Regel's tone remains dispassionate as ever, his gaze has grown in intensity. He watches Yacker like a predatory beast, prowling ever closer to its prey. Yacker snaps to attention and repeats a message he's clearly taken pains to memorize. Reporting to whom it may concern, a group of Hellknights has vanished under suspicious circumstances. They were last seen on the road to the occupied city of Eyes. The knights were escorting a group of cultists and carrying letters captured in a recent raid on an underground hideout. They disappeared after reporting their approach to our outpost, and the chapters quartered there failed to find any trace of the missing knights. The situation is highly abnormal. Such a large squad could have fallen in battle, but they could hardly have vanished into thin air without so much as a sign of struggle. Powerful demonic forces may be involved in their disappearance. Thus, we inform Dresden about the incident and plead for help in our investigation. Fine, I'll take care of it. Regel waves Yacker away and then sets his pale eyes on you. We must visit the Hellknight outpost as soon as we can. I suggest you treat this incident as seriously as possible. It might have unexpected consequences. Well then, we'll get there in a few days. We'll do that before we go do Aurelu's lab, I guess. It's a quick stop in. It's a relatively fast quest. It's also kind of on the way there, sort of. I think. No, it's not. It's the exact opposite way. Should I just go do that now? Instead of just skipping days? I guess so. Although I really kind of wanted to skip the days. We could do the dragon thing and the outpost at the same time. They're in relatively the same area. We'll quickly rest and we'll head out and deal with those things. Oh, I was looking so forward to Aurelu's laboratory, and now we got some more side quests that have drawn our attention, unfortunately. Although I honestly do like the Dragon Burial Ground quest. It has a long payoff. The first part of it is really early in the game, and then you kind of forget about it by the time it actually becomes relevant again in the 5th act. So you start it now, which is, I guess... The acts are weird in this game. There's more than I initially sort of split the game into. But I'm going to call this Act 3, and I'm going to call Nocticula's part of the game, or Illusionaira's part of the game, Act 4, and then we come back here for Act 5. So, Act 5 is when the dragon thing pays off. So a whole act is in between those two things. It's a little bit of a wait. A delayed gratification on the result of that quest, if you will. Anyways, we have a couple places to go. Hellknight Outpost is right there, and the dragon thing is way up there, so they're kind of almost right in line with each other, which is kind of nice, I guess. If I recall, this is just a small investigation into the Hellknights. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, hang on. Alrighty, I went and picked up Regil, made it back to the outpost. We're gonna head into the, why am I trying to go to... Weird. Anyways, we're going in. We're going into the Hellknight Outpost. It was trying to take us to Gloomy Gorge for some reason, and I have no idea why. But we're back here now, so it's all good. Everything is now fine.
Watch out for trouble.
More or less. Regil scans the top of the hill. Wisps of smoke rise into the air, giving away the location of the Hellknight Outpost. We must hurry and remain very, very alert. What could have happened to the missing squad? Regil gazes into the distance thoughtfully. They were last seen in this very place. We must comb the area. Tell me about the outpost. The outpost is situated on top of a hill. The main building has stout walls and small windows. It serves as a resting area for the various Hellknight orders. Apart from my own troops, there are currently 3 chapters quartered here, as well as the permanent garrison. We've stocked up on food and water, the gargoyles have taught us a valuable lesson, and now we're prepared for an aerial attack. I'm ready, let's hurry.
I refuse to accept their statement.
An Omox just appeared.
I will resist!
Can I charge him? No.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Ow. Stupid Omox.
Retreat is not an option.
And of course we missed with every attack that matters.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
You know what? See if you can fry him. Nope. Okay. Good lord.
So it comes to this.
Alright, we killed it. One is dead.
I found
The Hellknights have thoroughly restored and reinforced these fortifications which date back to the age of the First Crusade. We also perception checked, I think, something down there. Take that and that. Leave the other thing behind for now.
Anything new? Yes?
Let's grab normal heroism for this place. Oh, more Omoxes.
Keep your calm.
You are my favorite aide. I won't let you hurt my
Oh, we went too far forward. And we got slimed.
no glory without risk.
Befowler has a lot of armor, actually.
Guide my hand.
We hit it pretty well, though.
You made your choice.
Why can't I Blood Rage? Actually, kinda confused by that. Oh, because we're fatigued, I see. That would be why.
Kneel before me.
One dead.
This one's mine.
Let's Evil Eye that one. We don't really need haste, I don't think, at this point of the fight. Maybe I'll get displacement, though, on, Sela. Don't want her to die. Although, the enemy seems to pretty much ignore concealment.
Right, take you.
Make your peace.
Try and kill that one. Oh man, this is painful. Hey, we got a hit. We could Blood Rage, but I think we'll just wait it out. Right, we have Agony, I forgot about that. Let's see if we can't heal up Seela for a little bit. She's a little hurt. And then we'll just kinda Magic Missile. We actually got lucky for once. Maybe I should have Freebooters Bane this thing. Alright, another one dead. Suspicious traveler, a pale youngster practically prostrates himself before you. Finally someone's here. And it's the Crusaders too. Please help me, I'm all alone and I don't know what to do. This lad's appearance perfectly matches the description of one of the cultists who were supposed to arrive with the lost escort. Rigel notes dispassionately, gripping the handle of his weapon. A cultist? Me? No. I'm just an apprentice craftsman. They made us work against our will there. It seems to me like the cultist is either lying or keeping something from us, or even worse. The lad recoils and then, surprisingly, deftly jumps away from you.
I'll defend my dream.
What are you? Light. Too much light. This is not yet my time. A fowler of virtues.
Prepare yourself.
Where are you going? Now we'll haste, because I think we need some movement speed.
So it comes to this.
Let's get in there and,
Retreat is not an option.
unfoul the virtue.
Into the fray.
I think we should be able to kill it before its next turn.
Desna, guide my hand.
Regil nods to himself. One less demon. Splendid. Being cold is wrong, Regil. There's no harm in taking pity on the poor wretch, even though he proved to be the tool of our enemies. There's nothing bad about feeling things. These are dangerous words when spoken by an officer. Irrationality and emotions are imminently followed by weakness and defeat, and demons know how to exploit them perfectly. However, we have achieved the desired results and eliminated the threat, so we will consider your emotionality a minor but manageable flaw. I must commend your shrewdness. We would have had it rough if you hadn't unmasked the demon. We must verify the claim that the knights return to the outpost. Move out. The gates are wide open. There are no signs of weapon damage, claw marks, or any traces of magic. Okay. Regil, what are you moving up there so far for? The Hellknight outpost is shrouded in silence. The 3 chapters seem to have simply vanished, leaving only the pillars of smoke from their fires to testify to the recent presence of the living. That doesn't seem to unnerve Regil in the slightest. He dispassionately scans the empty camp as if waiting for something. Breaking the prevailing silence, a sudden musical laugh sounds harsh and almost sinister. Knight Commander, at last, I've been dying to meet you. Come on, come on. Don't be so sullen. Come over and have a little rest after your journey. You can always stab me or hit me with a spell a bit later, if you feel like doing that at all, of course. Arushale narrows her eyes. Kyrieru? Arushale, my dear, you found yourself such a charming friend. Come on over. Don't be shy. The demon gestures invitingly. Arushale's eyes are wide with worry. Careful, Eltimar. This is Kyrieru. She is my acquaintance. She's dangerous. What an arrogant, talkative demon we've got here. I can see you've made yourself quite at home in our camp. What have we here? One of those black-armored blockheads? Why don't you join me and the commander for a little meal? Surely the mighty Hellknight isn't scared of a little temptation. The demon bats her eyelashes innocently. Regil subtly frowns. Surprisingly, he then steps forward without hesitation and sits next to the demon. Regil, don't you think we should refuse this demon's requests? The Hellknight permits himself an odd smirk. Sometimes it's useful to know your enemy. Why is the camp deserted, demon? Kyrieru, my name is Kyrieru, and as for the camp's inhabitants? Well, that's a long story. Please sit, Commander. We have a lot to discuss. Alright, let's talk. The demon claps her hands joyfully. Eltimar, you have no idea how eager I was to meet you, and how quickly I got here when I discovered you were coming. Do you feel at ease talking to me in this shape? Because I could always slip into something more comfortable. With a snap of her fingers, Kyrieru has become a golden-haired, bright-eyed man dressed in the white of a Sarenraean cleric. I can look at this. So likable, so trustworthy. Or if you prefer, this is my favorite form. It has driven so many crusaders out of their minds. The demon's playful pose oddly clashes with the strict, upright appearance of Queen Galfrey. Very charming, now stop this farce, demon. Oh, Sir Knight, do tell me, aren't you bored with yourself? Every soul must feel something to get their blood pumping. Some are driven by avarice, others by lust, others still by envy. If you think you're managed to shield yourself from every vice and every flaw, well that just means you are blind, and your vice is the greatest of them all. Pride. You said I knew I was coming. How? The demon looks astonished for a moment. How did I know? Well, we all have our sources. Perhaps I'll tell you all about them, Commander, if we establish a certain friendship. Don't be so uptight, Reg. Loosen up. The lovely lady is simply trying to entertain us. Kyrieru blows you a kiss. A good hostess does not allow her guests to be at board, even if some of them are Hellknights. But now into business. I have a rather unusual request. I like to become a crusader, and before 1,001 objections escape your mouth, think about this. Your fame precedes you by quite some distance. They speak of you even down in the abyss. We've never encountered anyone possessing such power. That is so exciting, the demon exhales loudly. I even heard that part of your power trickles down to your most loyal companions, so why would a clever lady like me keep on serving demon lords when instead there's someone so unusual and intriguing? I can't promise you I'm going to kneel before that Iamade of yours fade away, but I have many interesting stories to tell you about my friends from the abyss. Of course, I can be of personal use to you, any shape you desire, remember? I'm not even sure which of your suggestions was the most revolting, demon, your effortless betrayal of your kin or your filthy insinuations. Kyriru's tail suddenly springs up. Its tip gently caresses Regel's cheek. Oh, do smile a little, Hellknight. This isn't hell yet. Only someone utterly mad would trust a demon. What's she then? A holy angel with a nimbus? Kyrieru points to Arushale. Want to hear about the time she and I spent a lovely afternoon with young twin brothers from an austere monastic order? You're going tiresome, demon. Make your move and let's get this over with. I've told you what I want. Say yes, Eltimar, and in return you'll get priceless knowledge about demonic and cultist activities, my small collection of trophies, and me. Say no, and you'll get nothing but the incessant whining of your Hellknight flunky. Enough. Don't even dream of earning my trust, Kyrieru. How very boring, the demon hisses. It's an ambush. Even if you say the thing to get her on your side, she will definitely still attack you. There's also an Uliudru here. Wasn't expecting that.
Kneel before me.
Kyrieru just took a huge hit to the face. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of our turn order here. It's gonna kind of suck for a minute. We could go fight Kyrieru or the Uliudru first. I think Kyriru's top list though. That was not a great round for us. We got one negative level, but we did kill her, so that's fine.
You've made your choice.
Excellent. That one's dead. Another incubus coming in. We have Arushale. She needs to back up a little.
Make your peace.
That didn't do as much damage as I'd hoped. We are going to be last standing, almost assuredly. But oh well. Let's drop a fireball at our feet. That didn't do as much damage as I'd hoped either. Let's move back. The incubus is coming in. Yeah, we're definitely going to be last standing. That's fine though. Incubus is dead. This is actually not the worst lineup for this spell. More incubi dead. There's two huntresses though, and Ember is taking a beating.
The inheritor, ride my blade.
I was kind of hoping that one would die. Where's the other Illudru?
Is always an option.
I don't see it. There's definitely one somewhere though. Annoying. Start shooting these guys.
Resist.
Ember may go down. Oh no, we're getting shot. That's fine. Do we see invisibility spell kicking around? No. There's definitely an Uliudru there somewhere. Just can't see it. There it is. Some damage there. Let's go kill this huntress.
Retreat is
And then
not
move this way.
Continue fighting, everyone.
Ah, we're fine.
Into the fray.
Just get up into melee there. I'm taking some hits from the Uli you drew.
no fear.
Now it's dead.
Prepare yourself.
Retreat is always an option.
We're just taking the most damage in the world, but we're fine. Almost dead. Get all the way over here. Level drain. It's draining all of our levels. Go figure.
I'll just have to resort to force.
Now we get a cool crit. I mean, we got one earlier too, but... Virgil studies the demon's corpse. His face is impenetrable. I'm not in hell yet. You refuse to listen to this winged abomination, Eltimar. That was commendable. Now we must examine the keep and look for any traces of our missing people. I wish I knew what she wanted from me. Virgil nods as if approving of the question. Succubi excel at deceit and manipulation. Sometimes their lies come in several layers, the foremost of which distracts the victim from what's hidden below. We may never know what she really wanted, but at least we're safe from her intrigues. Virgil prods Caranda's wing with the tip of his boot. His voice is indifferent, and he deliberately avoids looking at Arushale. Too bad we're not always this vigilant when it comes to these sorts of abominations. Let's not tarry here. Onwards. Yes, it's time to put an end to this curious affair. Okay, we need to heal up. Unfortunately, we don't have any
Right.
blasty heals from Darren. We also don't have very many restoration spells because Darren has all those too. Really don't like that one mechanic that it resets you back to your spellbook 0. Okay, that's everyone healed up enough, I guess. We'll do some buffs and stuff before going inside. Grab all that stuff.
There are many roads to success.
Maybe there isn't a way inside. Oh yeah, there's just a walk up here. Okay. I thought there was, but I wasn't sure. Few mortals apart from the Hellknights would dare settle next to a hotbed of the Blight. The outpost is in perfect condition. Everything appears to be in its right place and there are no signs of battle.
I will guide.
Alright, we're gonna go inside, but there is definitely a fight in there, so we're gonna do some bigger buffs this time.
Sod is restless. I wonder why. Are you ready to move out?
Including some greater heroisms this time. I guess we can give one to Regil too. He's pretty good. Okay, we'll get Blur. Actually, we'll just get some displacements on the 3 people we want. Does anyone else need any spells? Yes, you do.
Not be swayed from my path.
Okay,
Speak with your
and
actions,
I guess you can
not
shield on
your
yourself.
words.
I'm always open to ideas.
And we'll give you displacement. You displacement. Did that not do anything? Everyone gets haste. Good enough. I think that's enough spells. A tall man, wearing black armor and a full helm, salutes you with his sword. Knight Commander, you have rallied to our defense. We were forced to retreat under the onslaught of the demon Kyranda and her lackeys. We held position for as long as we could, but we were sure to perish without outside help. The knight adds in a hushed voice, many of us are injured. Could you assist us, please? We hid the wounded in the back of the outpost so that the demons couldn't reach them as easily. Regil remains silent and calculating as he studies the knights. Your story has too many inconsistencies. Regil permits himself a slight smirk. I was hoping you'd see through the ruse, Eltimar, and I'm not disappointed. I expected more from you, demon. Your cleverness won't save you, mortals. Alright, we're gonna try this fight again. It's tougher than I thought it was going to be because of Harm. Harm's a rough spell. We don't have Last Stand currently, which is annoying, but that's fine. We're going in. Gonna try and do some more damage to these things.
I'm up for an adventure.
Oh, we can actually move people around a little bit. Perfect, let's do that.
Your orders, Commander.
Nichimuki, you go over there. And then you can just start this encounter. Or
Keep
not.
your wits about you.
Blah, blah, blah. Too many inconsistencies. Demon time. I know how this is going. So we need to kill the priority target's the big guy, which is here. After this guy. This guy's actually really rough too. This deep... Oh, we have a surprise round. Nice. In fact, in this surprise round, I'm going to do Sense Vitals.
The light, take you.
Retreat is not an option.
We're going to beat the hell out of that guy right away. Also, fun fact, this works a lot of the time. It didn't. Of course, the one time I wanted it to work, it doesn't work. In the last attempt, it worked twice in a row, which was beautiful, but now we kind of are stuck. Evil Eye AC on the Angler of Vices. There are demons coming in. That's fine, don't care too much about that. Start shooting. That was the worst attack rolls I think I've ever seen. Get Smite Evil.
Into the fray.
It's about half dead. Horse is getting beaten up, but...
Kneel before me.
Alright. Angler of Vices is gone. Let's try this again. Come on. Last time we killed so many of them with that, and this time we've killed none.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
That was pretty good. Arushale, shoot that guy.
Prepare yourself.
Really bad attack rolls. Sure, get in here and fight that.
My blade.
Our main character's probably gonna die because it's completely surrounded by demons. Please work on one of them. There we go. Finally. Killed one.
So it comes to this.
Who's left alive? Awful. Okay.
Desna, guide my hand.
There's still hunters back there. I think she's in. Oh. Yay.
The light, take
Let's go kill that one right away. He's doing magic and stuff.
Press the attack.
Can you just kill him? No, you did 5 damage to him. Super. Good job.
You've made your choice.
Awful. Okay, can you shoot him?
Make your peace. Just
Sela's down. Oh, Sela's got last stand
glory without risk.
and missed every attack.
I shall survive. Defeat is not an option.
Okay, that's dead. Maybe we should bring Regil along. His attack is way better than Sela's even. But Sela's a paladin, and paladins are a little overpowered at times. Because of all of their immunities. Okay, that one's dead.
I will resist.
Regil, don't die.
Into the fray.
Kneel before me. I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Almost dead. Just not quite.
Prepare yourself.
There we go. Problem solved. Mystery managed. Mischief managed. Wait, the ugly shadow hisses. Let me ransom my life, Crusader. I have loot, much loot, that I picked off the fallen. Surely it's worth the price of letting one poor soul slink back to the abyss. The cultist hostage trembles with fear and fails to utter a word. His eyes are pleading. I don't need your handouts. The demon grabs the throat of the kneeling cultist with his claws. Are you deaf to compassion as you are to sacrifice? Have mercy on this mortal I used as a vessel. If you lay a hand on me, he's dead. Why would I care about the life of a cultist? Die. The demon's death rattle reverberates off the walls. In his dying agony, he squeezes the kneeling cultist's neck with his claws, practically tearing the man's throat out. What about the surviving cultists? Should we interrogate them? They won't tell us anything we don't already know. Deal with them as you see fit. If you don't want to waste your time, the Order will take care of them later. We vanquished the demons, but we still don't know where the knights from the camp are. Reginald casts a stern glance in your direction. Take a look around if you think it best, then we must leave. It's time. We need to, like, heal up our group and everything. We took some hefty level drains and all sorts of... Oh, no level drains that I can... Oh, one level drain, yeah. We got level drained.
I'm glad I was useful to
Ooh, a mace. Sunstroke. +3 Radiant Cold Iron Heavy Mace lands a hit. It must pass a fort save. Or become sickened. Also didn't get a +1. It's only a +3 weapon, which is a +3. It didn't work. It didn't upgrade. Like some of the other ones do. Don't know why this one didn't, but fine.
Watch out for trouble.
Is that it? That's all the loot's in the place? Alright. Successfully killed some demons. Took a couple of attempts. But we're golden. We finally did it. Maybe this video will just be this place. Oh, I saw something. Shoot. Oh, well, it's too late now. Paralictor Aminos Renth leans on his longsword. At last, how did it go, Paralictor Durenge? Exactly as it should have. Want details, Renth? Prod your signifers. After all, your order takes such pride in them. And these must be the 3 missing chapters, right? Of course, Regil pauses, then deliberately continues in a louder voice so that Aminos and the other knights can hear him too. Everything that has happened was in the way of show. We received reports about the location of several particularly cunning demons, not the fighting kind, but those who specialize in deceit and temptation. We could have surrounded and destroyed their hideout, but instead we let them know that the Knight Commander of Dresden would soon arrive in our deserted camp. The fiends swallowed it hook, line, and sinker. How could any of them miss an opportunity to prove themselves by killing the new leader of the crusade? Demons love talking about the pride of mortals, but in fact they suffer from that vice far more than anyone else. Regil's smile is a cruel one. Now for the critical bit. My reasons. Even though the Orders knew a lot about the new commander's behavior, that information lacked veracity and consistency. For instance, it's always useful to know just how well your principal ally is able to resist deceit and temptation, and so I suggested that they meet with Karanda and her cohorts. So you were testing me. Yes, I was. He doesn't look away. Someone had to, seeing that Her Majesty Galfrey of Mendev is so prone to bestowing titles and armies without a second thought. Regil lowers his voice a touch. And yet, you can't claim that I was insincere. I made myself crystal clear when I stated my interest in your person and your unusual powers back when we first met. I also mentioned how important you are for the Crusade and our shared cause. We are at the vanguard of what is possibly the most important war of our age. No one can afford the privilege of blind trust with these stakes. I must conclude in a way, I even feel obliged to do so, that you've passed my test with flying colors. To my deepest regret, even some of my fellow Hellknights would have failed to impress me to this degree. On the one hand, your sense of humor provokes questions, then again, it's an acceptable vice, a minor one. He shrugs with a shade of frustration. We can still work together, Regil. But don't dare lie to me or test me like that ever again. Actually, I understand your concern. I don't begrudge you this test. He bows respectfully. I'm glad we reached an understanding, and I'm sorry I had to resort to such measures. Now that we've discussed everything, there's still a small matter to attend to. Regil looks at the ranks of the Hellknights and raises his voice. Yaker Ankel 2 steps forward. I hear and obey, Paralictor Durenge. We must speak about your role in recent events. You received my order to visit the Knight Commander in Dresden and feed him misleading information. How should a Hell Knight behave in this situation? Yaker swallows dryly as he tries to feign composure. A Hell Knight must obey his commander's orders. If his commander's orders directly contradict the tenets of the measure and the chain or go against the order's interests, The knight must then report his commander to the higher order command. Reginald's piercing gaze bores into the young knight. And what did you do? Did you report me? No, sir. With your permission, sir, I deduced that it was some kind of test for the knight commander. That didn't seem right to me, but you don't have my permission to blabber excuses, knight. You gave him an order and now you want to punish him for following it? Well, if the commander deems my verdict faulty, then we shall postpone this review of your actions. Dismissed. That is all. Thank you for your visit, Commander. I do find it faulty. Yeah, following orders blindly is a bad idea, but in this particular instance, no harm, no foul. There is a store here, I believe. One of these Hellknights, I think, acts as a store. We're looking for like a quartermaster or something along those lines.
There are many roads to success.
At least I thought there was one that acted as a store. Maybe it's the Paralictor himself. Yeah, well, I'd like to see what the chapter has for sale. Cool. Let's see what they've got. Price in descending order. A +3 Warhammer. It's actually pretty nice. What's the helmet do? +1 to AC. Half plate +3 adamantine. And then just a bunch of random junk. We can get a tower shield +3 for Sela, though. That's actually not the worst idea. What do we have to sell here? That Tanner, or the Gnomish hammer. All the shock composite bows. Yeah, we're making a little money on this deal. That's rare. Usually end up dishing out so much money. Any armor to sell? Okay, let's go through it really quickly here. Alright, good enough. Let's put the tower shield on Sela. I think we're going to call it a video here. I gotta get some stuff done today, unfortunately. Gives her 36 armor class. It does lower her to hit, though, I believe. Yeah, -2. Such is life, though. The tower shield will give her some extra armor. She's good to go. She's also got tower shield proficiency. Alright, I'm going to head back to Dresden. And rest up, grab Darren back, because Regil is... Actually, do I want to take Regil with me? If I were to take Regil with me in this group... Well, he's lawful, so we probably shouldn't. But beyond that even... I think we need another melee. I'll give it some thought. For now, though, I'll leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.